Well, some time ago I had been programming to put some tutorials about emulation in my channel, so I decided first to do the most famous emulator of Mega Drive, the GENS. If you can know more resources or any incorrect or misleading information, suggestions would be greatly welcome. After all, everyone just has to gain from it. This version supports easily Sega CD, 32X and online games. So for me, it's the definitive version of Mega Drive emulator. Mod estimations, like Pentium 3, I advise to use common gens. Also runs everything, has online mode, but does not have some existing features in Gens Plus. Opening the emulator, run Gens and the first thing you see is like a badly tuned TV screen, which is standard on most emulators. Opening the file, we have the following options. Open ROM opens a screen in Windows where you choose a game. Just browse through it and find the folder where you played the game. Boot CD, only for Sega CD. If you have some of the same CD, use this option to run the game. Netplay, open SCADA server, explained later. Home history, history of open games, keep up to 90 games. Clear history of games. Open in record input, Gens Plus exclusive feature. Use it to watch or record a video of yourself playing some games. Device, if you have a powerful computer, test each of three options there. Usually I choose GDI. In some emulator may crash. Full screen resolution. Resolution supported by our monitor when in full screen. Full screen mode. Change to full screen. When in full screen, the option returns to window mode. Works it out and enter 2. VSync. Adjust the frame rate per second. Avoid the radical in movie screen. Turn on. Stretch. Stretch the image across the width of the screen. May impair the emulating speed in some cases. Color adjust. Adjust the contrast and brightness of the screen. Render. Here is the sole and exclusive option of emulators, dramatically improve image quality. This option allows all possible image filters to use. You can choose between normal or go on 2x, fold the size and see the available effects, as well as in 3x, triple screen size. Some games become beautiful, like 2x scale, but a diffuse will depend much from your machine. On some computers, the emulator will be slow, depending on the filter. You can test each and see which fits better on your machine, or run all in the natural, as the Mega Drive. Sprite limit. Limits the use of sprites on the screen per second. Turn on. Frame skip. Emulator speed. Select auto. Country. Select auto detect. Is the country where a certain game has made. Some games only run if Europe, Japan or USA is marked. So select auto and only change if necessary. If after opening a ROM, a completely red screen appears, it sorry is a region problem. In this case, test all options for country option. Hard reset. Resets the emulation. Perfect synchro. Some Sega CD games only work with this option. Enable. Turns on or off the emulator sound. Rate. Select the middle option. Volume and stereo. Adjust as you want. Reverb and low pass. Sound filters that ensure special effects like echo. And this is the characteristics of Mega Drive soundchip. It performs a task, so it is good to let all connected. The last option you enable to configure keys. This option opens the window of Mega Drive setting buttons. Within this window you can configure the control 1 or 2, or more, assign a key to each button, or even define it is the control of 3 or 6 buttons. Hotkeys did not use it too much, but should be shortcuts to specific commands in some games. Sega CD. To avoid problems in saves on the Sega CD, select None. Hide menu. Hides the menu. To activate the menu again, press the right mouse button. Save. Save is a setting made on the emulator. In this tab, select as the video shows. The intro effect is purely personal choice. Use this option, you can change the colors and effects of a poorly tuned TV screen. In directories, you define the directory of plugins, saves, screenshots, run cartridge, save states. Quite useless, to tell the truth. I've always played and never used. In the files, no need to configure anything, and unless you want to run the 32X or Sega CD. In this case, attention, download the file on the net with the name SDBIOS and place it on the described countries therein. Are 3 BIOS, United States, Europe, and Japan. In other files, no need to configure, and the interface is also personal choice. Change the colors and fonts of the emulator. This last option is self-explanatory, and they're in all emulators. It gives access to about names, sometimes emails for contact, plus the option of different languages. There are several languages that can be attached to the emulator. Just search on the net. To take a screenshot, press Shift and Backspace. To save state, press F5. To load state, press F8. To choose a block on save state, press F6 or 7. To pause emulation, press ESC. For Sega CD, unzip all ROMs and put all in a folder. The emulator itself will recognize the games. Well, here ends the tutorial on the GENS Plus of the Mega Drive. Now, just configure the controls, load and run, and have fun.